Yo, what guys, now to this age, today I'm going to be making a new what if Naruto was izuna's reincarnation. This is my second attempt of doing this what if. The first time I was interrupted, I didn't want to put the part inside because I only do quality what ifs for you guys. So guys, thank you for the 400 subscribers. I'm really grateful for that. Let's reach 500 subscribers next, and I'll continue making more what ifs. Oh, so with any further ado, let's get into the what if. So in this one, what if Naruto is going to be born with two siblings, Menma and Mito, and while Naruto was being born, a man attacked, aka Obito or Madara, and this man took Naruto and set Minato back away from, or move away from the Jinchuriki. Minato at this point he didn't see what Naruto looked like, but he didn't want his baby to die. So he backed away from his wife or Kushina, and he was backing away carrying all the babies. No, these two babies, Mimra and Mito, and Naruto was being held hostage by Obito. So Obito throws Naruto in the air and Naruto teleports and he sees that there are paper bombs on the blanket, or yeah, there's a blanket that Naruto was wrapped in, and he teleported away to the Namikaze hideout. He teleported away to the Namikaze hideout, and he put the babies there. And he teleported back to where Kushina was. And when he got there, he found out that Kushina was taken and the Ninetales was already released. He teleported to where Kushina was and found her tied up and passed out. He took Kushina to where the babies are and left seeing what babies look like, and she saw Naruto having whiskers and she was disgusted. And Minato, I'm going to say that he kicked Obito's butt in this one fairly quickly, and he managed to take control of the Ninetales, and he teleported back to where Kushina and the babies were, and he took Kushina there and the rest of the babies, because he didn't want to leave the babies alone again, because of my what if that masked man managed to take the babies and kill them, so he didn't want to risk it. So when he was there, he knows that if he doesn't put the Ninetales back inside Kushina, then Kushina will die, and he didn't want to. He didn't want that to happen, so he decided to split up the Ninetales into different parts. And when Minato was about to steal the chakra, or the Ninetales chakra inside Naruto, Kushina said, "No, Minato, don't do that. Have you looked, or have you seen Naruto's face?" Minato said, "No." And Kushina showed Kushina showed Minato Naruto's face, and he saw whiskers, and Minato said, "Why? Or what?" And Kushina says, "Naruto might be like the Ninetales. If you put the chakra inside Naruto, what if he goes berserk and someday destroys the village?" And Kushina was lying because she just hates Naruto, and she thinks that Naruto is the Ninetales, and she is the Ninetales. And Minato, thinking of that too, and says maybe, and he decided to stop sealing the chakra inside Naruto. He sealed 50% inside Menma, 45% inside Mito, and 5% inside Kushina so that she can live. And this revitalized her strong Uzumaki life force because her life force was draining fast. So the 5% of the chakra revitalized her 5%. It was my life force, so she was not going to die. So we go to Naruto, and Kushina saw that only the Naruto spirit was left, and Minato says, "What? Where should we put this?" And Kushina said, "Put the spirit inside Naruto because he's just the Ninetales. He could hold his own vessel." And they decided to no, he could hold his own spirit. It could be his own vessel because if you put the Ninetales into the Ninetales, you're just going to be putting two different souls. So they decided to do that, and I'm going to time skip to when Naruto was 4 years old. Naruto's life was like a living hell because he got beatings and was told that he's a loser, he deserves to die. Why was he born? And these damn notifications. He deserves to be to die. And why was he born? He's a loser. This was influenced by that Naruto was not that interested in doing ninja stuff and fighting, but his two siblings were interested in fighting and they were proteges. Naruto is a protege because if you ever like try Naruto fandom, you know that Izuna is like a protege, and in this what if Naruto is going to be the reincarnation of Izuna, but he is not going to like have black and black eyes. He's going to have like his normal blonde hair and blue eyes, but when it comes to turn when Naruto activates his Sharingan, his eyes are going to turn like into the Sharingan, the red. So Naruto's life was like a living hell until one morning when Naruto was 5 years old. Naruto was coming back from playing because it was his birthday, and Naruto knew that if he goes out playing with like many people around the streets, he was going to just get beaten up. So Naruto woke up early and went to the playground and played by himself because it has been like years since Naruto went to the playground. It's not because that he doesn't want to, it's because they don't allow him to play. So Naruto was happy to get like the chance to go to play, and he woke up early and went there and he came back. When he was coming back, he saw like a man and a woman sitting, and they were talking with Minato and the rest of the family, and they were laughing as soon as Naruto entered the house. And Naruto said hello, and they said, "Oh, Naruto, how are you doing?" Naruto said, "I'm fine," and he was going to his room, and they stopped and said, "Naruto, come." And Naruto went there and said, they said, "Naruto, we have to tell you something. You are going to be like moving out." The man and the woman I was talking about, this was Churaya and Sonare, and I'm going to say that Naruto was like, sorry guys, Naruto was coming back from playing, and he saw the man and person talking to Minato, and Minato was like listening to this person very attentively because Minato was being told that Jiraiya just came from Magnuboku, and he was told a prophecy, but Naruto didn't know about that because they didn't decide to tell him. He was told about the prophecy about a child of prophecy who was going to save the world and do all the great things. And they were told that, and Jiraiya said, Minato, what if you like find Naruto his own apartment, because he's going to interrupt me and my Mito's training, and think about the world, man. And Mito said, it's the world versus Naruto. Naruto has to move out. And they gave Naruto his own apartment, and Naruto had no choice in the matter. And he just accepted what he was given and went to his new apartment. When Naruto was like in his apartment, Naruto was very angry and he had mixed emotions. And one emotions was sadness, one was anger, and resentment was his family. And after when Naruto was feeling this way, his Sharingan awakened. The two Tomoe Sharingan on both eyes, and Naruto passed out due to the loss of too much chakra, because Naruto may be a full Uzumaki, but his chakra reserves are not that developed yet, because Naruto is still a kid, he's not a grown up. So Naruto passes out and wakes up in his mindscape, or in his mind, and he sees a man. This man says, how are you? My name is Izuna, and I guess you're my reincarnation. And Naruto said, oh, what reincarnation? Well, I have read about that, but I don't believe that is true. And Izuna said, that is true, but you're still Naruto. I'm not going to interfere with your life, but you like inherited my power for some reason, and you could do all my abilities if you train, and will unlock the Mangekyo. But your Mangekyo is not going to be like a normal Mangekyo. You're not going to go blind by using it, because in this timeline you don't like have a brother who has like a Mangekyo, and I'm not going to give me and my Mito like the Sharingan, because I don't want to. So Naruto was told all this information, and I'm going to say Naruto from starting Naruto at the age of 5, so we'll start training as hard as he could. And when Naruto was 9, he started the academy. And one day when Naruto was 9 and was like starting the academy on at his first year, Naruto was getting out of the class, and when he was told that everyone wait for your parents, they're going to pick you up, and Naruto knew that no one was coming for him. Sorry guys, I pause. Naruto knew that there was no one waiting for him, and he might just go home and not waste his time. So Naruto went home, and when he was getting out of the school, he saw like Tsunade and Jiraiya waiting for Menma and Mito, and they didn't even like greet him and say, Naruto, how are you? And Naruto just passes by. And I'm going to time skip to where the academy ended, and I want to say that Naruto didn't want to like show off his skills, because he knows that there are persons like Danzo who can steal your eyes because they are powerful. So Naruto pretended to be like the third of the worst in the class. He's not the worst of the worst, but he's the third. He pretends that he doesn't know nothing. Could only make like bad clones. And Naruto is assigned in Team 7 because they think he's the worst of the worst. He should be grouped with the best of the best. And in this article, I'm going to say that Team 7 is made up of like a 5-man team, and joining is going to be Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. So they're poor like in the road, and they were waiting for the team leader to arrive, and Kakashi arrives and said, "I'm your team leader," and they were told to meet him at the roof, and he asked them about their likes and dreams. Kakashi says, "I don't know." Naruto says, "I don't have any likes or dreams, except I like ramen, if you can call that a like, but if you can call this a dream, I want to be like the strongest person alive. That's it." And Naruto said, "We want to be Okage," and they were arguing that I'm going to be Okage, I'm going to. And Sasuke said, "I want to be the greatest leader that the Uchiha ever saw." And Sakura, "I want to be with that that we all know." So I'm going to skip the bell test because the guys, it's nearly midnight and I don't want to sleep at midnight. So they do the crime missions for like a month, and they get bored. Made my Mitras for a mission, and they were given the Land of Waves mission to escort Tazuna to the Land of Waves. And Tazuna walks in and tells them about the mission, and this time Tazuna doesn't make fun of anyone because he sees that they're powerful, even Sakura. And guys, this is where I think that I'm going to end it off, because I'm using like time-based data, and tomorrow I'm going to be like uploading 3 of my old worries so that you guys could watch. I know that I uploaded like 3 of new worries. I uploaded yesterday and the day before that, and today this is going to be the last new what if, and tomorrow I'm going to be like making 3 worries at the same time, and I'll be posting them. So that's what you guys can look forward to. I'm going to be like editing 3 worries, and the day after I posted those what if, I'm going to be making like a new worries, so I'm going to be finishing these ones. So we'll see, guys. This was Naruto the Sage. Peace.